Hello friends, Matt Clark here, and today I'm going to show you what sales and marketing automation actually is. I'm going to show you the exact systems that I've used to increase my revenue by 300% year upon year. The systems that I've used to attract international clients and earn in multiple currencies, and also have my business set up in such a way that I can work from absolutely anywhere in the world. All I need is an internet connection. So I'm going to pull back the curtains. I'm going to show you absolutely everything from the Facebook ads to the landing pages to the strategy that I used and even the systems and processes that I've used along the way in order to make this happen. It's pretty exciting, and once you start getting into this and start understanding this, you'll be able to see how you too can use this for your business. Now, in this particular case, I'm selling high-end products. I'm selling high-end services where I'm delivering an actual service. Sometimes I'm delivering coaching, sometimes I'm delivering a service. And this is for you if that's what you're looking to do. You want to reach an international audience. You want to make multiple currencies, and you want to be able to run your business from anywhere while making a lot of money. Okay, it just gives you that peace of mind and that freedom. All right. So let's jump into this. I'm going to first show you the strategy that was used, and then I'm going to show you step by step what each piece of that puzzle actually looks like. Step one is to have a blog page. This blog page gets updated weekly. And what you're doing in this blog page is that you're teaching your audience one thing that can get them results immediately. Then you set up Facebook ads that are going to drive your ideal target market to your blog page so that they can read the information that you're giving them. Then, on the blog page, we want to have a specific call to action. Now, this call to action is going to get them to do something so that you can capture their information. Now, you want to give them something of value. Now, we call this a lead magnet, which could be anything from, it's a free download so that you can capture their email. It could be an ebook, a white paper, a video series, coupons, discounts, whatever that looks like for you. From the lead magnet, once they've downloaded that, two things are going to happen. First is that they immediately get a thank you page which says, hey, come and join my webinar and come find out more. Right? At the same time that that's happening, your autoresponder is going to deliver an email which has got the lead magnet going straight into their inbox. Now, one of two things is going to happen. Either they're going to join the webinar or they're not going to join the webinar. Now, if they don't join the webinar, one of two things will happen. First is that they will receive emails to say, hey, thanks for downloading our lead magnet. Why don't you come and join a webinar and learn more about what we do and how we do it and how we can make this work for your business. So if they still don't join the webinar, they then start receiving what we call magnetic messaging, which is a series of 3 emails sending them valuable content, teaching them very specific things that they can use in their business in order to get some results. Because the more that you can help them and the more results that they can get, the more likely they are going to be to want to work with you more. Because if you can help them with one small thing and it gets results, they're going to want to know what else can you do. And that's a fantastic place to be in. So let's say they've joined the webinar. Once they've joined the webinar, now you need to get them to show up. All right, and this can be one of the most difficult things because there's so many people doing webinars out there, and how do you actually break through all the clutter to speak directly to your person and get him to show up? Well, there's multiple ways. One is you can send them text messages, another is to follow up with emails, and I'd recommend doing a combination of the two. Now what we do is once they've joined the webinar, immediately they go to a thank you page, which breaks down why they should be joining the webinar and why this webinar is going to be different. So it's a very short presentation, 5 minutes, and it just tells them exactly why they need to join the webinar. Then after a couple of days, or just before they join the webinar, they receive another video, which is going to teach them something else that they can get results with before they get on the webinar. So by the time they actually reach the webinar, they've done one or two things that have actually got them results, and they're excited to see what else you can show them and how else you can help them to grow their business and to get more results in their business. Now, once they've joined the webinar, there's going to be one of two things that are going to happen. They're either going to watch the whole thing or they're not going to watch it. Now, if they don't watch it, we're not really going to focus on the people that don't attend and don't watch the webinar. So we'll send them a replay and, let's see what happens afterwards. But the people that we really want to focus on are the people who actually attended the webinar. These are the guys who are engaged, who are excited, who've actually taken the time and effort out of their day to come and spend it with you and listen to you. So we want to give them incredible content and make sure that if they're staying to the end, there's going to be some great value for them to take the next steps with you. Right. So the way I've set that up is after they've joined the webinar, if they've attended, the call to action at the end of the webinar is not to sell them anything, but to get them to book into a strategy session. Why do we want to do this? Well, if you're getting them to book into a strategy session, especially on high-end items, you can find out exactly what it is that they need and help them deal with that and solve their biggest problem first. But before you even get on a call with them, we want to know that they are the right person and that you're talking to your ideal target market. It's no use getting on a call with somebody and spending an hour talking to them only to find out that they don't have money to do it at the end. That doesn't benefit anybody. It's not in your best interest. It's not in their best interest. So step one is that we send them to a qualification questionnaire. And all we want to find out here is, do they have the basics of what we need and what we're looking for in order for us to best serve them? If we do, then, or if they do rather, then we can schedule a qualification call, which is really just a 15-minute call, and just reaffirming that they know exactly what the call is going to be about. They know exactly what they're going to be getting themselves into and what they need to do on the call. And you can actually prep them for that call. And always do this as a two-step process because we want to make sure that they really understand the value of getting on a call with you. And it's not just that anybody can apply. Only very specific people can apply and get on a call and get value from you. And once you've gone through that qualification call, you then set up the closing call. And this is the second call where you're going to get on with them and get them to start working with you. Right? If they don't book a strategy session, you send them into the next campaign or get them to join the next webinar. You just follow up with them, but you all have this set up on autoresponder. Now, the best part about this whole thing, I know it sounds like a lot, is that you plug it into a system, I like to use Infusionsoft, that makes all of this happen automatically. So once it's all set up, you can run it again and again and again and again. And you can just set up new ads, and you just track your ads, and you track how it's actually performing for you all the way through. Excited? Great. Well, if you stayed with me for this long, I'm going to pull back the curtains and show you step by step what this looks like. All right? So, step one, we've got the blog page. Here is what the blog page looks like. So we've got a wonderful title that says how to get even more qualified leads. And in this, I'm teaching them something very specific as to how to actually get more qualified leads and the steps that they need to take in order to do that. At the end of the blog, you'll see there's a very specific call to action. Here's what to do next. This is exactly what you need to do in order to take the next step. And I've given them a call to action. But what you'll see as well is on the side here, I've got some other call to action. So there's multiple points at which people can come in. Now, my call to action for this particular one is that I want them to download my book, my ebook. All right? Here's the exact Facebook ad that I used in order to drive people to this blog page. Okay? Now you'll see the cost per clicks are very low. You'll see that the money that I spent on this was $160, but I got 940 people to actually click the link and go through to the website. Here's what the ad actually looked like. And what you'll see is that it's not fancy. Sorry, let me just get in there. It's not a fancy ad. It doesn't, I haven't put a huge amount of design work into it. I've literally taken the ad and taken the exact pictures that I used in the blog post and put it on the ad. I used some of the copy that I put there and how to get even more qualified leads. And this ad worked time and time and time again, right? So that was over a week. We drove traffic to this page. Now, we got an incredible response of 960 people going through to this web page. And out of those 960 people, we had a whole bunch of people that had filled in their information and downloaded the automation playbook. Now, what is even more exciting, and this is the beautiful part about Facebook, is that you can take the people who went to your site and didn't download the book and actually retarget them. That's this remarketing campaign to the lead magnet. So I can take all the people that have gone to this webpage that haven't downloaded the book, and I can send them a very specific ad that will say, hey guys, go and download the book. Now you'll see in this particular ad, this is what I've done. I've set up an ad. It's cost me $1.76, and it's generated 66 leads. Now this one was just particularly, it was to a specific area, but the whole campaign actually generated 120 leads for me in a week at a cost of $1.76 per lead. Now, I don't know about you, but to get a lead for $1.76 or 20 Rand is one of the cheapest ways of getting leads that I've actually found. And all I've done is that I've said to these people, because remember now, they've gone to the blog, they've read the blog, they know me, it's essentially warm traffic, and all I'm saying to them is, hey, go and download the ebook. And here's what it looks like. This is the ad over here, right? So there's a little bit of copy that I've put together that says this is what you're going to get out of it. And here, download the book for free, the automated income machine, the straightforward guide to growing your business online, and I click download. Right. I send them to this page, which captures their information. And it's very simple and straightforward. Here's the automation playbook. And the reason I've kept it so simple and straightforward is because they've already read the blog. They already know what this is going to be about. They already know what the call to action is. All they have to do is take action, right? And this is where it gets really fun, because once they start filling in their information, they've now given us permission to start talking to them. Not selling to them, but talking to them. And that's exactly what we're going to do. So step one is we deliver the ebook into their inbox. At the same time, while this is happening, I immediately send them to a thank you page. Now on this thank you page, I'm saying, hey, you've downloaded the book, come and join a webinar to find out more. This is exactly what you'll be getting in this webinar, so join me as I show you how to double your sales with nurturing and follow-up campaigns automatically and get the video marketing and automation mind map and worksheet. Now what I've done there is I've just added a bit of extra value. Get them excited, get them some results, I want people to show up excited about what they're going to learn. Okay? And I'm telling them that they're going to receive extra content before they even get on the webinar. So this is exactly what's going to happen. They fill in their information and they join the webinar. Now, if we go back to here, what you'll see is that we've had the blog. We've done Facebook marketing to the blog. They then go to download the lead magnet. If they don't download the lead magnet, we do Facebook remarketing to download the lead magnet. Once they've filled in their information, the email delivers the lead magnet, and at the same time, we invite them to join the webinar on the thank you page. If they join the webinar, fantastic. They receive this page. Thanks for joining the Automated Income webinar. Check this video out. And literally here, all I'm doing is telling them, I'm giving them something for free, and I'm telling them what they can expect on the webinar so I can get them excited. All right? If they don't join the webinar, all I've done is set up another Facebook ad to remarket to people that have already downloaded the book. So it's very warm traffic. They've already downloaded the book. And I'm saying, hey guys, come and join the webinar. And I'm going to show you exactly what that ad looks like. Thanks for requesting my ebook. If you're serious about attracting A-grade clients and automating your sales and marketing, you don't want to miss this training. And all I'm saying to them is, hey, you've downloaded my book. Here's some more training that I can give you absolutely free bonus training. This is when it is, and this is what you're going to get, right? From this, we reached 546 people, and we had 66 more people join the webinar at a cost of 27 cents. Now, think about it like this. We've already had people join the webinar here. We've had a certain amount of people join the webinar here. By remarketing to them, the people that have downloaded the book, the 120 people that have downloaded the book and that have actually been to the site, all right, and not taken action. So we've remarketed to the people that have been to this page. Whether they've downloaded the book or not, it doesn't matter. We remarket to them, and we've got another 66 people who have joined the webinar. Pretty exciting. What we've done now is taken the initial marketing idea and the initial marketing results, and we've more than doubled it. And all it's cost us is 27 cents per conversion, which is pretty exciting. So now they've gone to this page over here. They've gone to the thank you page. They're now excited about joining the webinar. If you remember what I've said over here, this is now the indoctrination sequence. So they've joined the thank you, they've seen the thank you page, and now we're going to send them the second content piece, which is going to be how to create valuable content quickly and easily. So what am I doing? I'm teaching them in a video of about 13 minutes long how to create valuable content quickly and easily, because what we found is the biggest stumbling block most people have is creating content. They don't know how to create content, and they get scared of creating content. So we send them a video on how to overcome that fear and show them, look, it's not so difficult to actually do this stuff, right? So, I mean, if you want to go through the campaign and get this information, I'll give you the links to do that at the end as well. All right? So now they've joined the webinar. They've watched the webinar. If they did not attend, we have a follow-up sequence that say, you know, sorry, you missed the webinar. Here's a replay for you. If they attended the webinar and they watched all the way to the end and they want to book a strategy session, we then send them to the strategy session page. So thank you for watching the webinar. I have a surprise for you. Now what we do here is that I'm not asking people to, I'm not saying, hey, anyone can just, you know, book a strategy session with me. I'm being very careful with my time and very careful with the people that I want to bring on. I want to know that these people that are coming on to this, that are going to join the strategy session are going to buy from me, right? And what I've found is that by going through this process, it almost allows for an 80% conversion ratio on the people that I actually speak to. And what I've said is that spaces are limited to 5. Apply now for your free blueprint. Once people apply, they click this apply button. It takes them to a questionnaire. And this questionnaire is asking them the information that I want to know if they're worth talking to. So the kind of things I'm looking for are, you know, what is your website address? Do you have a website? What is your company name? How many contacts do you have in your database? What was your sales volume last year? Are you spending money on marketing and advertising? What are your goals that you want to achieve in the next 12 months? And are you actually using any systems in your business? Once I've taken a look at this, I then decide, do I actually want to get on a call with this person or not? Because this information is vital to me. I want to know, is this person, you know, worth spending an hour on a phone call and giving them a free blueprint afterwards? Are they going to actually go away and use it? And what I'm saying to them in the actual video is, hey, you know, if we get on a phone call and I give you this information and you actually want to go and do this all yourself, that's fantastic. I'll walk away feeling that I've actually helped you. And, you know, there's no charge for that. But what most people do is that once we go through this blueprint, they want to know how can they get us involved and how can we help them implement this. You know, and I'm just really cool about it. So there's no pressure on the sale. It's really just a straightforward conversation. And at the end of it, it's, hey, do you want help with this or not? Very simple, very straightforward, and no pressure on the sale. And the best part about it is people actually want to work with you when you do it that way. it's pretty exciting, and the results are actually incredible when you do things that way. Okay, so I'm going to go back to this again. I'm going to show you one more time what this looks like. And then I'm going to show you what it looks like. Oops. Let's get this right. And then I'm going to show you what it looks like in the actual autoresponder where we use Infusionsoft. And you'll see it's going to look very similar to what we've got going on here. Okay. Step one is have a blog page. We then send Facebook marketing to the blog page. Once people have gone to the blog page, there's a call to action to download the lead magnet so we can capture their information. If they don't fill in their information to download, we then set up a Facebook remarketing campaign for all the people that have been to this blog page to download the lead magnet. Once they've done that, we then deliver the lead magnet via email and send them to a thank you page to join the webinar. If they don't download the lead magnet, we then set up a remarketing campaign to all the people that have been to this page to say, hey, come and join the webinar. Remember, they're very warm leads, or it's warm traffic. If they don't join the webinar, we send them a series of magnetic messaging, which is a series of 3 emails, which is delivering value each and every single time to get them excited about coming to join the webinar. If they do join the webinar, immediately we take them to a thank you page, which says, hey, this is why the webinar is going to be different and this is what you can expect from the webinar. We then also send them a valuable content piece before they get on the webinar so that they can get results immediately. Once they get to the webinar, if they don't attend, we send them a replay and we send them through the automated sequence. If they do attend, we offer them to apply to book a strategy session. If they want to do that, they go through a qualification questionnaire to make sure that they are the right kind of person that we want to talk to. And then then we do a qualification call with them so that we just re-qualifying and making sure that they understand exactly what this call is going to be about and what they can expect in the call. And then we get on the closing call, right? If they don't book a strategy session, we send them in the campaign to join the next webinar or the next campaign. All right. Now let's go take a look at what that actually looks like inside Infusionsoft. And you'll see it's very similar. It's all drag and drop, and it looks almost the same. Now, what it doesn't show in here is all the Facebook campaigns that we've set up, but I've shown you that step by step, right? So people fill in their information. This is the different lead sources. So where are they downloading the ebook? Where does it come from? And it's important for us to know that because we want to know what's the most effective lead magnet for us or the most effective lead source for us. Is it Facebook? Is it LinkedIn? You know, where are these guys actually coming from? Then they get delivered the ebook. We send that over a series of 3 emails. So we want them to download the ebook. Once they click to download the ebook, because we want to make sure that they actually are downloading and engaging. So once they click to download the ebook, we're going to invite them to join the webinar. Now the goal here is we want them to register for the webinar. If they join the webinar and if they register for the webinar, great. We deliver the mind map and we send them the invitation to the webinar. If they don't join the webinar, this is where we've got the series of emails going out to them to deliver the great content. You'll see hot lead generation campaign, 10 places to find lost leads, and how to write great content quickly. This all stops, so they only receive these mails until such time if they haven't taken any action to join the webinar. So there we've got the welcome and deliver mind map, and we've got the follow-up sequence, how to create content, deliver the mind map, and we've also got the follow-up sequence, which is actually built out in Webinar Jam, which is the software that I use to remind them to come and join the webinar. Now the last part of this is when they book an appointment. Now we use an automated software to make this happen because I don't want to be phoning people and setting up these appointments. We want to have this whole thing automated and get them to actually join and book the appointment in my diary automatically. We use a program called Schedule Once. It's a fantastic program, and I'll actually show you, in another video, I'll show you all the systems that we use, why we use, and how we use them. So that's really it. Pretty simple and straightforward. Now, we've been building on this campaign, and we've chopped and changed it, and we've added stuff to it time and time again, and we've tested it time and time again to get results. I want to tell you that the more you put in, the more you get out, right? You can set this up and let this run and run and run and run and change the copy and change what you're putting into it and change the Facebook ads that you're sending through to it. The biggest part about this is that once it's set up, it's set up. You can use it time and time again. You can copy it and paste it and change what you put into it, use it for different campaigns, different lead magnets. You can set this whole thing up so that it runs on autopilot. You can even pre-record the webinars and send people to a pre-recorded webinar sequence. It gets very, very exciting. So this is what I've used to grow my business, to increase my revenues by 300%, to reach an international audience, because with Facebook you can target international database. This is very exciting. So I hope you've learned a lot from this, and if this does really excite you and you want to see what this looks like, go over to my website, which is thevirtualedge.co.za, download the ebook and take this journey for yourself. If you like what you see and you want to see how this can work for your business, go to my website, click on the Contact Us button, and we'll get in touch with you. We'll set up a call, take a look at what your needs are for your business, make sure that it is actually going to be something that can benefit your business and will actually work in your business. And if that's the case, we can take a look at what the next steps are. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I really hope it added value and helped you understand what sales and marketing automation is. Remember, this is just the beginning, and there's so much more, and we're going to be doing more and more videos to show you all the different aspects of sales and marketing automation and how this can work for you.